Dan Illman, Mike Beer, late pick 4 time on Travers Saturday at Saratoga. We kick things off with race number 8, going a mile and a 16th on the turf. It's the Grade 2 Ballston Spa Stakes for fillies and mares 3 and up. Play the pick 4 and the Travers with a DRF Bets account. Sign up easy, drf.com/bet. Learn all the terms and conditions and grab your $100 in deposit matches. Let's meet the field for this year's edition of the Grade 2 Ballston Spa. And surprise, surprise, Chad Brown does not have the morning line favorite. That honor goes to Graham Motion and the number 3 Secret Message. Secret Message won a couple of races to start off her campaign, and then in the Diana last time out, Trevor McCarthy tried to save some ground, and he ran right up on heels in upper stretch. I'm not sure she was going to beat Sister Charlie or Rushing Fall that day, but that might have cost her a placing.
Yeah, I think it probably did. It's unfortunate that she got into that position because she had the right kind of setup with a really fast pace in front of her. You know, like you, I don't think she was beating Sister Charlie that day, but it cost her something. I thought her first 2 starts this year off the layoff were both very good performances, and I think she makes total sense as the favorite in here.
Second choice in the morning line does not belong to Chad Brown. That honor goes to Kevin Attard and the remarkably consistent number 8 Starship Jubilee, who's won 12 of 28 lifetime starts. Does most of her damage at Gulfstream and Woodbine, but last time out in the Dance Smartly, I think that 1.25 miles is a little bit far for her. She split horses in the 4-path turning into the stretch. She tried really hard against favorite Holy Helena, but just couldn't get there. I like her turning back, and she's got some sneaky speed to boot.
I agree with that. I think she's going to get a really good trip in this race, and I like her cutting back to this distance. She's a talented horse. She just shows up and runs every time. She's won a couple of graded stakes already. We'll see what happens between her and Secret Message because in that race back in May, this filly opened a clear stretch lead in that race, and Secret Message came and ran her down at the end. This mare still ran well in that race, though.
Let's throw up the Timeform U.S. pace projector because we know Starship Jubilee, the 8's going to be close. Conquest Hard Candy should make the lead. I think that's her only chance of winning, and you know I am a huge fan of Conquest Hard Candy. I liked her last race at Saratoga. They were going real quick early. She stayed right up close to the pace, took over, and I thought I had no problems holding them off in the lane. I liked her in a race like the Della Rose. I thought as a long shot she fit well in that spot. This just seems a little tough.
It does seem a little tough, but she does have the right running style for the race, and trips can go a long way. You know, it's not like all of the stars came out for this field. I mean, a lot of the better horses of this division didn't show up for this race, so I think it gives a horse like Conquest Hard Candy a shot to at least get a piece of this race, especially if she makes the front.
Have you been surprised with the way Scottish Jig has been ridden in both of her North American starts? This is a fairly decent European horse that has shown speed, surprising speed, in both of her races in North America. Now, she got an easy lead and tried hard to win her North American debut over Ferdinando, who just wants somebody to beat you, it seems. Last time out in the River Memories, she got that easy lead. I think 1.5 miles was too far for her.
Yeah, I agree. She just went straight to the front in there. She was under a big hold, tracked by the favorite in the race, and she just, she was just really no match. When they came for her at the top of the stretch, she was no match for those horses. Cutting back, I think, could do her some good in here. I do think she has to improve to beat this field, though.
European Invader Indian Blessing has raced in North America in the past and has had some success. She shipped here for the Ballston Spa last year. She ran a good third. She ran a good third in the First Lady. She ran an okay third in the Athenia. To be honest, I wasn't blown away with any of those races, but it showed that she can compete with these horses. Last time out in Germany, and we talk about it a lot, when you're looking at foreign lines, you're looking at France first, then England and Ireland, and then Germany and Italy. I was kind of disappointed she got beat in that race, but I wouldn't be surprised if she runs well at 8-1.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I mean, if you just look at her 3 races when they shipped her over here last year, I mean, if she runs any one of those, it just feels like she's a contender in this race. I don't love her in here, but she certainly feels like she fits, especially, again, because this race just didn't come up that strong.
Mashka's got that turf form in France. Group 3 placed 2 starts back behind Homerique, who has come over here for Chad Brown and has shown off a powerful late kick on occasion. This one returned in her seasonal debut in an allowance race and kicked down a decent New York bred at English Soul. Yes, she's stepping up in class. Yes, she drew a lousy outside post position, but I think this horse can run a little bit for Martin Schwartz.
Yeah, I do too, and I won't be surprised if we see a forward move here. She ran really well last time. A conservative ride early. I read had to sort of shift her about in the stretch to find somewhere to get her to run. She found the room down on the inside, and she won that race very easily. I'm expecting her to take a step forward here.
55 is so consistent. She's won 9 of 19, only off the board once in her career. Last time out in the Penny, we talked about it a little bit because she was cross-centered earlier this week.
Yeah.
We were disappointed she got beat at 2-5. I mean, I know she had to be swung very wide turning into the stretch. Maybe there wasn't a lot of pace. She had dead aim on that long shot and just couldn't go by. Chad's showing confidence running her here, though.
Yeah, I thought she had a big shot at that race last time. I was disappointed she didn't get it done, but it was just another performance for her where she showed up and she ran. That's all she does. You know what? Her good race, I think, actually gives her a chance in here, Dan.
Hogan's Holiday's the clay closer that always has a puncher's chance if the pace is fast. The last time she was in a graded race, the Honey Fox, she was last on the rail at the quarter pole. She had a little bit of traffic issues, but that's going to be the case for a horse with her running style, and I just don't think she's the best closer in here.
Yeah, she's going to be a big price in this race, and I really respect her new trainer. She gets transferred to Robbie Falcone, who does a really, really good job. I just think this race is too tough for her.
Let's take a look at our top pick for the Grade 2 Ballston Spa. We landed on significant form for Johnny Velasquez, who did some very good things as a 3-year-old, second in the Wonder again. Very impressive winner of the Miss Griot as a 2-year-old. She's run twice this year. I like that Chad ran her 7 in the Intercontinental, and she looked good in that race, beating a couple of hard-hitting turf sprinters. 5.5 in the Caress. She ran okay. That's a little short for her, though.
Yeah, it's too short, especially when they just don't go in front of her. I mean, there was just no pace in that race. She tried to come wide. She didn't run great in there, but I don't think that's really her game anyway. To me, it's just all about distance with this filly, Dan. I mean, she only went 1 for 5 last year. She won her seasonal debut at this distance, and then I just think 1 1/8, 1 1/4 after that. I just think those distances are too far for her. I think she's much better 1 mile to 1 1/16, when she gets here. I don't know. I just think she makes a lot of sense in this race.
And I think she can work out any trip. She can sit just off, and if they want to get aggressive, they can make the lead with significant form.
That's true.
I like her in the spot. I went 4-3-8-5. Give me numbers.
I went 4-3-8-9.
All right, the Grade 2 Ballston Spa kicks off the late pick 4 on Travers Saturday. Get involved with a DRF Bets account. You won't be sorry because you'll receive a $100 deposit match. Learn more at drf.com/bet. Approximate post time for the Ballston Spa, 3:35 Eastern. Good luck.